Alright, hey everyone! Welcome to another Wildwitch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Wildwitch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, Game Master and Storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs, and we created our own company to create and share high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full-time. And tonight, we're playing D&D. This session features a Mortal Guardians side quest that takes our brave heroes on an exciting adventure out into the world of Velenara, or perhaps beyond. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or just hop over to our Discord where you can find out more information. But speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master and Storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at Sirenscape.com. And now, we get to meet our courageous, daring heroes before they embark on another exciting tale of magic and wonder. And we'll begin with an introduction for Zardos.
I was trying to get something going in Twitch chat. Hi everyone. I'm Connor. I'm playing Zardos. He is a male tiefling bard warlock multi-class, but not the kind that you would normally expect from everyone. Normally a good-natured person, always looking to perform, but may have recently found some stuff out that he doesn't like.
Okay. Next up for our introductions, we've got Fiddle.
Hi, I'm reading and I bring Fiddle, who is a kobold monk, level 12. He's cute little monk, about 2 feet tall, 2.5 feet tall, likes shiny things and maybe getting into things that shouldn't get into.
And then last but not least, let's get an introduction for Dolar.
Hey, good evening. I'm Geek. I'm playing Dolar, mostly retired level 20 monk. Occasionally gets word of special assignments and comes back to join the guild in whatever quest needs assistance with.
Alright. Well then, without any further ado, we can dive into our session. Darkness descends on the kingdom of Arundel, and upon its capital city, Lendrisvale, which groans under the oppressive assault of demons at the behest of a would-be tyrant. For days now, monstrous creatures have erupted from the palace, unleashed to rampage through the city. The fiends harass and capture unfortunate souls, dragging them helplessly back to the castle gates, to dark fates unknown. When we arrive, Mortal Guardians, you begin your story after your days of travel. You've arrived to the outskirts of Arundel's largest city, and the seat of its power, Lendrisvale. While it has only been a few days, the effects of the assault are apparent. The road that you traveled was ravaged by the fighting, marred by battle and infection of darkness and evil that twists the area here of what was once proud and beautiful. Bodies of demons and soldiers were scattered along the footpath. The air here is heavy, a stench of sulfur that clings to your nostrils and throat. Smoke and burning flesh of course, try to combat the scent as well. You see in the city elven spires, once crowning the city with elegance. They now stand burned and blackened. They've been shattered by infernal flames and demonic claws. The shadows that they cast upon the city are ominous. But it seems that, at least for now, the city is resisting being swallowed by the encroaching veils of shadow. The Emerald River that sits heart of the kingdom's prosperity flows sluggish and poisons. You can see the waters tinged with blood and an oily sheen of corruption. It is no longer the vibrant lifeblood of Ariandel, but a polluted witness to its downfall. As you come to the gates of the city in front of you, you can see that they are torn asunder, some monstrous force having pulled them apart. If anyone would like to roll for me either investigation or survival.
Oh no.
Dole, are those gates open? Zardos, you pick out a curious detail. The gates were broken outward, as if they were closed to keep something contained, and that whatever was supposed to stay inside the city tore through the defenses here.
Good. I'll share that with the rest of the group.
As you're all made aware of that observation, you see that the situation beyond them is not faring much better. There is ruin in Lendrisvale. Buildings now are more remains, some even just frameworks, skeletal standings, broken roofs, burned out facades. Some still smolder with embers and smoke. You, Zardos, recall a market square out here that is, as you see it, despite nothing more than a wasteland of broken stalls and bodies that has been consumed by the fire and chaos. You notice, the further that you move into the city, more of the influence of things beyond Velda mortality. There are whispers that you all hear. Voices.
Do not release.
I would like everyone to roll for me a d20, please.
Just straight.
Just straight. We'll start with 4. Fiddle.
Yes.
Tell me of a happy time in Fiddle's life. A memory. It must include somebody else.
Okay. So, well, Frida grew up. There were like 4 seasons, and my like in the autumn where the leaves turn and they fall down. The orphanage where he grew up, they would actually make a huge pile of leaves, and all the kids would actually dive in and stuff like that. And I did that with my best friend Weeper. Um, she's like was really cool, and we used to actually like have games and stuff like that, and we used to laugh and jump in, and that was a lot of fun.
You hear the familiar laugh of Weeper. As you turn, you see a vision of her in one of the ruined windows. And she turns to you, waves you over, calls your name, Fiddle, before she jumps out of the ruined building.
How high was the ruined building?
You saw her on the 2nd floor, so maybe 12 or so feet up.
Do I see her on the ground, or was she on the other side of the building where I don't know what happened to her after she jumped?
She's on the other side. You saw her jump, and that's where you lost sight of her.
Oh, I gotta go. Can I run towards it?
You can.
Hey, I run towards it. Weeper.
The alleyway that you see is nothing more than ash and smoke. No sign of anyone being here.
I call out for her name and look around, feeling lost.
No response. Sardos.
Mm-hmm.
15 is next in the order.
Yep.
I'm going to ask for a happy memory, and it must include somebody else. But I will say for your happy memory, it cannot include a lark.
To not include what?
Elric.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I got one. Zardos always grew up loving first the sound of music, and then as he eventually got older, he was just mesmerized by how people play different instruments. And I would say around his early teenage years, his mother got him his very first lute, and she taught him how to play it.
Sardos.
Mm-hmm.
In the echoes that fill the streets, you hear the very familiar voice of your mother
Mm-hmm.
as she sings your name out, almost as if calling you closer. And as you look around, you see in one of the ruins what looks to be a rocking chair, and it's moving, and you see just a bit, but it's undeniably her, as she's strumming a lute, and again, just that soft sing-song voice of your name.
I call out to her.
As you call out, the voice stops. The chair continues to rock, but you don't hear the lute playing anymore.
How far away am I?
From this
From this-
happening, not terribly
Mhm.
far, maybe about 15 feet, if that.
I'm gonna ask if that's really her.
You go over to check.
Mm-hmm.
As you make your way over, you at least see that the chair is occupied. But it is not your mother. You don't know who this is. A husk of charred skin and bone. No discernible features. Dolar,
Yeah.
16.
Yep.
I need a happy memory, and it must include somebody else.
Okay. So, as Dolar was becoming an adventurer from starting out to where he is today, Dolar would often be visited by someone from this group known as the Collective. At certain times, the Collective would always bring Dolar some kind of artifact or some kind of equipment item that would help with his adventures. And his favorite item that he still wears today is a dragonhide belt. And later on, he learns that um, this dragonhide belt came from another dragonborn monk whose name was Kelrish Pryax. And Kelrish's soul was imbued in the belt, and is what gave it the power. So he was like super proud to be wearing Kelrish during his adventures.
You hear not just one voice call your name, Dolar, but many. And as you try and catch sight of who is calling your name, you only catch glimpses of cloaked figures the moment they are stepping out of your view, behind different rubble pieces, turning down alleyways. Never quite able to be seen clearly, but always catching your attention as another one calls your name.
I look around and try to see who's calling out my name.
As each of these happen, and you can see other people experiencing these, you all heard the different names calling out your companions, or the different voices calling out your companions' names. There's even the sound of the Queen's voice calling out for Elric. But you can see that he sort of holds himself steady. It's just his eyes that seem to seek out the voice. But you all feel something not quite right. It's that sense at the back of your neck where your hackles rise. There is something watching you, something oppressive, something malevolent. You press forward.
Dolar presses on with extreme caution.
Zardos has the same attitude.
As you press forward, even taking the cautionary steps that you do, begin to realize that the fight isn't over. You can hear the sounds of battle in the streets ahead of you. You can see that it is still fighting for the people, for its soul. As you are moving, go ahead, roll for me either perception or insight checks.
30-20.
Oh, look at you guys, all in the 20s.
Yeah.
Plus 13.
So, you all would notice this then. Spotted. Survivors. Fighters. Except they are running. Retreating to a fortified barracks. And behind them, a swarm of demons. What would you like to do?
Sorry, I was trying to listen while typing. Well, there's fighting ahead.
You have spotted a group of survivors,
Survivors, okay.
but they are fleeing currently. They are running to a retreat where there is a fortified barracks. However, on their heels is a pack of demons.
Oof.
Gotta go help them.
I think I want to stealth and chase after the survivors.
If you stealth,
Yeah.
I'll say that you've got a chance that you can ambush the group of demons here.
Better hold fiddle back.
I'll stealth here.
Okay.
God.
Not 20 with a stealth plus 16.
Woo!
I'm 23.
Damn it! People, am I gonna still? Oh God, damn it! Okay,
Did you
don't
roll a
split the
nat
party.
one? Okay.
No, it's Fiddle would have run straight for it. But I'll stay with the party and stop.
Okay. So, as you make your way over to follow after, let us roll initiatives, but you will have surprised our demons.
Just regular initiative, or is that with advantage?
So it'll be, because we're still using our 2014 as of right now, it's just normal. They'll just have the surprise condition on the first round.
Okay.
We have not yet made the change to 2024 rule set.
Got it.
So we are considering it coming up here.
Really?
Yeah, not anytime soon, but it is something we are discussing.
Okay. Very interesting thing.
Okay. So. I need battle music and the right notebook. That would help me out a lot. Alright, so starting us off, we will have Dolar, then Fiddle, and we'll have our demons, and then Zardos. Dolar, you are the first to act. You do have the surprise on our demons here, so what would you like to do?
Is that advantage?
It just means that they can't do anything on their turn.
Oh, how many are there?
A lot.
Oh, okay. Like hundreds or tens?
So you're dealing with a swarm here, so I'd say it's closer to like having a group of like maybe 20 to 30, but it's hard to say for sure because again they are all
Far
swarmed
ahead
up.
of the survivors.
I'd say survivors are how closely have these guys been fighting? They're only about 20 feet ahead.
How far back are we?
I'd say when you spot this and with your successful stealth rolls, you can start combat about 40 feet away from survivors, so 20 feet away from the demons.
Okay, look, can I ask another question?
Yeah.
So, the fireball spell, can I choose how far it goes, or does it go the maximum 150 feet?
No, you can do it anywhere within that range.
Okay, I just don't want to burn up the survivors I'm fixing to cast these demons.
Oh, yeah.
We are outside, though, right?
You are outside.
Alright. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and upcast at 2 more levels, so we're going to go 10d6 on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's going to be 35 damage on a fail. So you need a 17 when you do so. Dex.
That fails with a 16.
Okay, cool. So 35 damage to the swarm. And don't think I can do anything else because I didn't do a melee attack.
All right.
Other than patient defense, so I'm not gonna waste another key point. So I've already used 6.
As your fireball goes off, you hear an immediate hiss, and the creatures flinch. And as they notice that the start of your that you guys have been here, you can hear, and this is just thematic because they can't really do anything on their surprise, you can hear the sounds of those whispers and voices you had heard before amplify here, and they seem to be coming from the demons, but they are now like overwhelming, and that's mostly all that you can hear in their response. They seem to be yelling at you. Anything else from Dolar?
No.
It is Fiddle's turn.
I would like to. Oh, I don't have evasion. Okay, that's the dex thing. I gotta remember that. I would like to go and say hello aggressively with my needle.
Yeah.
That is 27 to hit for 14 points of damage.
Which you would notice that it is resistant to.
It's a magical weapon.
It's a swarm. They're just resistant to physical damage.
I don't like it. 29 to hit for again another 14 points of damage. And then I would like to. Oh, do I? Bonus action unarmed strike.
Yeah.
That's 23 to hit. Oh, sucky damage. 6 points of bludgeoning damage. That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Demons can't do anything on their turn. You just again hear the bearing and whispers and voices, each one familiar, but each one clamoring over the other, causing this cacophonous sound in your minds and heads. And that's it. It's just narrative stuff. Zardos, your turn.
All right. We're going to do a little synaptic static on this group of demons. So can I get an intelligence saving throw?
Yeah, sure. That's a 6.
That fails. So that swarm is going to take 29 psychic, and they have metal thoughts for 1 minute. Must subtract a d6 from all attack rolls and ability checks, and any concentration, and they can make the save at the end of their turn.
All right, sounds good. Anything else
That's
from
it.
Zardus? All right. Dolar, it is your turn once again.
All right, I'm gonna run up to the swarm and I'm gonna start slashing at them.
Yeah, go for it.
How about a nat 20
Yeah, that'll hit.
for
To the
that damage?
calculation I showed you. how
It's
to
fine. So that's 19 and then 26. So because they are resistant, that is going to be 13 points of damage.
But this is considered a magical weapon because it's my
It-
monk, right?
Doesn't matter. These things don't. It's all
Yeah,
slashing,
physical
piercing.
damage.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's
Oh.
magical. They're just resistant to it.
Got it. Okay, well, I'll just do that again anyway. Because I have another attack.
Yeah, get another nat 20. It's
20.
fine.
28 to hit for, I guess, 6 damage now, right?
Yep.
Okay. And bonus action. Now flurry is considered magical, or is it still the mark?
It's
Then you said it doesn't matter.
yeah. So like it's if your flurry, your unarmed strikes are considered magical, but unfortunately for this enemy, magical doesn't really pay much of a factor in here. If it is a physical damage, it is yeah.
Is a 15 hit?
A 15 will hit.
All right. So it's gonna be 15. So half 7 damage, right?
Yes, because
And
it's a round
then
down.
Another attack. Oh, that's a nat 1.
That is
Doesn't hit at all.
unfortunately a miss. So you try and strike, but are unable to do so.
Yeah, that's it.
And with that, it is Fiddle's turn.
Okay. Can I use bonus action disengage and I'm gonna move back about 30 feet?
Yeah, if you'd like.
And as a kobold, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Firebolt.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm assuming 25 hits.
Oh, most definitely.
Fantastic. That is 18 points of fire damage.
And as you send the fire damage into the swarm, again, there's this hiss, but they do falter here, falling and becoming these ashy embers themselves. You are no longer bound by initiative.
Oh,
Nice. Good job, guys.
You would notice the survivors who are, again, they were heading towards the barracks, wave you over and sort of start leading you to the barracks, the safety.
so as we go, a question for you: did we know that this city was all like under that they were fighting and ransacked and dead people everywhere when we came here?
Um,
Like on our way here, did we know? Hey, by the way, city's under blah 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 blah, or did we just kind of find out once we got here?
you might have had guessings that that was the case based on, interactions and assumptions of Belrus and his character.
Okay.
Given the fact that he turned the queen into a demonic abomination, even though she seemed into it after the fact.
Wait, Josh, she seemed to be into it after, so she wasn't into it before?
You don't know. You know that
Oh.
there was the use of the what was it called? The Anzual Codex. Because you saw those
That's
markings
the codex
around.
from the dad, right?
Yes.
What
So,
dad
so
had.
you
Okay.
saw all those markings, and then Abyssal Queen comes in, and she says some weird cryptic stuff that could be interpreted as she didn't want to be changed, but after the fact, she knows better. Why did she fight it?
Okay.
Kind of stuff. So, who knows what's going on with that? You guys defeated her. You found Belros's journal, and he was saying a lot of things about specifically how he's going to make Sardos pay for all of this.
And that's the dad.
Yes.
What a jerk.
And now you guys are here. So, were you told specifically that this place was under attack? No, but it did seem that there was some problems here, which is why you came this way.
And are we here to find the dad and give him a piece of our minds, or do we have like a goal? Like, if you could remind me.
I would think that your goal right now is just stop Belros. If you want to give him a
Okay.
piece of your mind as part of that,
Yeah.
you're welcome
Okay.
to. But I think the goal right now is to stop Belros. Maybe reclaim the tablet. Who knows? But
Okay.
do you follow the survivors where they lead you to safety?
I think so.
Yep.
Safety is a pretty safe bet. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And get more information, right?
potentially. As you make your way into the barracks, you can see that there are not just, fighters here, but civilians have seemed to have taken barracks, as well as a few guard-like figures. You see one figure, a tall and grizzled woman with very short and silver-streaked hair, is seeming to walk around and is acting as the leader of this space. And as she notices where you all enter in, you would notice Zardos, her eyes immediately on Elric, as she straightens up and makes her way over towards your group.
I'll kind of straighten up myself.
Elric is the prince.
Presumed monarch in the absence of his mother.
Oh. Good
But
to know.
As the woman makes her way over here, she does give a bow first to Elric, respecting the royalty, and then a nod to the rest of you, though her eyes linger on you, Zardos, as if she's trying to remember a face she may have seen once upon a time. I wouldn't say pleased to see you, but pleased to see that you have made your way to safety, sir. I am Captain Alira, and overlooking this barracks and those that are willing to volunteer in service of finding others. Elric will nod, and that is good work. I'm unfortunate. I don't believe we are able to quite assist in that manner. I'm along these mortal guardians on a mission of dire importance, and he'll look over to Zardos.
And he'll just kind of nervously give a nod. Yeah, that's right.
You can see that he kind of gives a half smile and then will cock his head, almost as if an invitation for you to explain the situation.
I will explain this situation to the captain to the best of my ability.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So
So,
so we'll just go with that.
yeah. Yeah, you're easily able to give the spark notes of it. Probably not the best use in a burning city. But yeah,
I'm gonna give you inspiration for that.
DMs always have inspiration. What are you talking about? But Alira will nod and, well then, perhaps I should bring you up to speed with what we've been dealing with here. We had some form of attack about 2 nights back. There was some sort of skirmish happening at the palace, but that itself was odd. Our royal family were in Wintervale for the celebrations still. And she'll, as she says this, nod over to Elric. But there was some sort of something that happened. I wasn't part of the guards there. But the fighting died down. That wasn't all that happened. There was this strange chanting coming from the palace, and then demons. They burst out of the gates. They attacked everyone. Everyone except for those that had sworn to some sort of dark master. One claiming the queen was dead and that he held dominion over Arundel and all surrounding territories. That wasn't the worst of it. Monsters came. They had mages that seemed to be directing them, but they grabbed people. And they began to take them back to the palace. I don't know why.
Is that where we should head over next?
But if you're wanting to go to the palace, you're gonna need more than just yourselves.
What do you mean, like we need a bunch of people? Like an entourage?
I can muster up whatever forces I can to go alongside you.
Have you seen Shadows' father? That I can't remember the name of.
Belarus?
Yeah.
As you ask her if she has seen Belarus, roll for me a persuasion check.
Oh, crap. Yeah. 9.
No, I haven't seen him.
Do I believe her?
Roll an insight check.
19.
She seems to be telling the truth, though there might be more that she isn't saying that you might be able to, persuade her to speak on.
Oh, God. I go ahead and tug on Zardos' knee.
And sorry, what was the name of the captain again?
Captain Alira.
Ask the captain that if there's any other info she can give us about what's going on at the palace, that would definitely help us out.
Roll a persuasion roll. It's nothing that I know for sure. I do have my suspicions about the Stark Master being Belarus. No one has seen him. But the rumors are that he's the one who summoned the demons. The only people we know for sure are some group called the Order of the Black Strand. They're the ones taking all the credit for sacking the palace and for the new rulership of the kingdom.
And as she's explaining this, like he knows in his head that he's behind it, but anyone paying attention would notice that his fist is slowly starting to clench a little bit as she's explaining all this.
Go ahead, as you all would hear Alira talking about this, go ahead, everyone roll for me Arcana checks.
Oof. Oh, that was a lucky roll.
Nat 20,
Nice.
32.
Me too.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. Another perhaps realization dawns upon you all. 2 days, 2 nights, full of demons and monsters that spew from the palace. With Belrus, it seems, at the center. Just powerful conjuration magic. And it would require immense power and resources to do so. Those that are being dragged back to the palace could be being utilized in such rituals as sacrifices to gain those powers and those resources. He may be trading the souls of Landris Vale for the monsters that would destroy it.
That doesn't sound good.
Sounds
And again, Zardos is fighting emotions here upon that realization, trying to keep himself together just a little bit.
As this is happening, Zardos, you would feel a hand on your arm, right underneath the shoulder, and you would see that Elric is looking at you, his eyes knowing, and you'd notice, of course, other emotions there, his own angers and hurts, but mostly it's just a look of sympathy, of empathy.
He's then able to, after that, just kind of take a deep breath and relax just a little bit. And we feel we still have a job to do.
Do you explain your revelations to Alira to help kind of paint how dire the situation might be? Or do you keep
Oh,
this
yeah.
information to yourself?
Oh, I'll explain it.
As you explain it, you can see a fire begin to form in the captain. It seems that her driving force is saving people. And so she will gather, of course, as many able-bodied and available fighters and survivors that she can from the barracks. Leave enough to defend the civilians. And be ready to head out with you. Giving you a small army to join you. But the barracks are not the palace. And if Belros is summoning the demons, you know exactly where you must go. What do you do, Mortal Guardians?
gotta go, right? I look over to Zardos. Are you okay?
Fine. I'm fine now.
Yeah? Well, we're with you.
I know.
Okay.
I'm saying I know every minute we spend here, things get worse at the palace. So the
Yeah.
sooner we can get out, the better.
Okay. I'm ready.
Then you set out. You make your way through the city once more, progressing, though this time with a larger group. Means that your pace is somewhat slowed, but you are, of course, protected and stand alongside the remaining guard forces and those volunteers that are willing to fight for their city. You make it past the ruins of the Merchants District. And soon enough you find yourselves in Lendrisvale's main thoroughfare. Or at least what is left of it. And as you step through the ruins of the city, the carnage that has been wrought upon this space, we do have to cut to our next ad break. So, or not our next, our first. Oh, coffee.
Yeah.
Not this late, unfortunately. So please hang out with us. We will be right back to continue along with our story. Please let the ads run. They help us out a ton here at Wild Witch RP. They help keep our games affordable. To further help keep our games affordable, donations really support us here. You can make any donations at my Ko-fi. Link for that's on screen, as well as in our chat room. These donations also unlock awesome perks for our community. Perks benefit everyone who play with us for the next month. They include special companions, double treasure, double XP. We've got a full list on our Discord if you want to check out everything that you can get. So check us out there. And we will see you guys here very soon. We're back. And as we had left off, you had been moving closer and closer towards the palace and are now in the main thoroughfare of Landersvale. Or its remains, at least. As you are stepping into the main square, you would all see a statue here. One of a proud and noble stag, though it has been defaced, marred by scorch marks and bloodstains. Anyone would like to roll a history check, you are welcome to do so. Zardos, you would have advantage on this check.
That one.
Are you kidding me?
No.
No, I'm gonna use my
2 and 1.
I'm using one of my luck things, so I'll re-roll that with like no. That's better.
23. So, with a 23, Zardos, you recall the history. Before Ariandel was even a kingdom, in the ancient times, the land here, that would one day become known as Lender's Vale, was a sacred valley. It was a place of peace and abundance, where druids and wildlife lived in harmony. It is said that the Emerald River, which flows through the heart of the Vale, was blessed by Lendris, an ancient guardian spirit of the wilds, who often took the form of a stag. Further information can be gleaned here as this is shared by a religion check. If anyone would like to, Zardos, situationally, you have advantage.
Okay. Nat 20.
Beautiful. It was among the people of this region that Lendris was a being of grace and protection, depicted in elven art as a great stag or silver-winged owl. He watched over the valley and ensured that those who lived there would prosper. Legends claim that whenever the kingdom was in danger, Lendris would send signs to the ruling family, guiding them with their efforts to resolve the impending conflicts. And one more history check. Zardos, you do have advantage. Dolar, you slept through the history classes of this region, unfortunately.
I wasn't even watching what I rolled. Holy crap.
25, Zardos. You know of these stories. When the ruling family's ancestors first arrived in the valley, so captivated by the beauty and tranquility that they declared it the perfect seat of their new realm. It was named Lendris Vale in honor of the guardian spirit, and it was there that they built their capital city upon the fertile banks of the Emerald River. Over the centuries, Lendris Vale has become synonymous with prosperity, wisdom, and peace. And now, you see it tarnished. Not just the city itself, but the depiction of the great stag. There is a moment that Elric, as he looks upon this, mutters quietly, but you're all close enough that you can hear it. I should have been able to see some sort of sign. Something that directed me that my mother was involved in these dark patrons and malefactors. We'll put this right.
Would it be possible, because I have would thaumaturgy help with that? No, it wouldn't. I was gonna say like a spell just to get like maybe the blood or like the burn marks off of it, make it more respectable.
Closest spell I would think would be a prestidigitation, and even that would be a little difficult for the amount of just grime and damage done to this creature, or at least the statue of it.
I will. Am I standing right next to Elric?
I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be.
I will lightly put my hand on his shoulder, and I use my awakened mind feature because I can communicate telepathically. My father's the one responsible for this, and we'll get him.
Guys, he looks at you. It's a very sort of soft smile, not in the sense of the emotions behind it are soft, but it's a barely there curl of his lips. And he nods. The chances of us failing are few. I wouldn't say that there is 0% chance of it. But you, your allies, I know that I can face this. My closest and dearest friend at my side. And Zardos, your passive insight, you can easily read Elric that he means more than what he says here. There's more
That
to
he
his
took-
words.
I'll tell him that he just took the words right out of my mouth.
And that smile grows a little bit larger. His eyes turn in the distance towards the palace. It's closer than where you were when you entered the city gates, but it also seems impossibly far under the weight of the circumstances. Alira, as she looks over the area. All right, I think we should continue on our way. We don't want to let any of them demons catch our whiff out here.
I'll give a nod over.
As your group continues to press forward, Elric, next to you, Zardos, gives a hum. A memory comes to his mind. Do you remember when we raced along the riverbank and we would be beneath the Lendra statue, thinking about outrunning all of our troubles, the world itself?
About it every single day.
He takes a deep breath. Again, his eyes find the palace. I don't know that we'll ever be able to outrun our troubles. But I'm confident that we can overcome them together.
I will jokingly tell him after he says that, are you sure you're not reading my mind?
And he smiles for a moment and I've missed this. The easy interactions between us. I wish that our reunion could have been more like this, not the strife that seems to have come upon us. But no matter, I am glad that we are reunited.
Maybe after this is all over, we can make the better circumstances.
So, you press onward as a group. And as you are reaching the deeper portions of the city, demons rove the grounds more freely. You can roll for me perception checks here, as I'm sure you are keeping yourselves a little bit more on your awares with the increasing danger.
59.
Hell yeah.
18.
Hell yeah. All three of you are able to notice this. You hear the sounds of demons and the sounds of captured figures trying to get to freedom. You hear the heavy sounds of chains dragging across the stone of the street. There is, it seems, a band of demons on their way here. Perhaps you can prepare an ambush, free whoever they have captured. What would you like to do?
I'll quietly propose that to the group. We could get the drop on them.
Okay.
And I'm sure, are there places like to take cover or hide around here?
Yeah, there's ruined buildings that you could jump into and, you know, take some, what's it called? Cover.
Yep. If you guys are okay with that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good plan. So we can.
All right. Then I assume it's a stealth roll to hide.
It would be a stealth roll here.
32. Let's go.
I will burn a second luck point to reroll that.
Okay.
I would like to burn a torch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
give
better.
away our position.
No, well, with the 11.
So,
Higher than 10.
it is higher than 10. You were right about that. Alright, so as this is going on here, we've got yeah, so we've got a, as you're all attempting to hide here. You would watch as a group of demons, all different sorts, are following behind two humanoid figures. They are wearing robes and colorings similar to the figures you had seen at the coronation. These seem to be members of the Black Strand. They have a large demon with stone-like skin that is dragging these multiple chains, pulling people along. It seems that they are taking these people towards the palace, perhaps to partake in those atrocities that you had learned of through Alira, who, as she sees this, is starting to perhaps seethe a bit. She's holding her men back. But one of the demons, a creature that looks to be somewhat avian, is going to turn, and as it turns its head, it locks eyes with Fiddle.
Uh-oh.
And it releases a screech
Uh-oh.
as it rushes at you. I need everyone to roll for me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
29.
You're fine.
14.
Zardos, just barely
Over
fine.
30.
Fiddle, you are unfortunately caught by the screech and stunned as we are rolling initiatives.
Wait, Fiddle rolled a 30 in
No.
stun?
I was kidding. I rolled a 10.
Oh. Oh. okay.
It's a cock dice, man. Come on.
Oh, there's your con save. I see it.
Yeah. So. We are going to get. Gonna have some fun, guys. Alright, I need to roll a lot of dice. Ugh.
Right.
Because you've got 4 different demons here.
Dang it, Faye.
What?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Alright, we've got. What's their modifier? Okay. Okay. So, we have got, at the start of combat, will be Dolar. Then our big hulking Tanaruk demon. Then we've got Fiddle. After Fiddle, it will be... what is Zardos' modifier?
For initiative,
Yeah,
+6.
it'll be Zardos. Then our Maw Demon. After that, it will be our Babo. The cultists, or order members. Then the Vrock. And acting on initiative 0 is our NPC board. Alright. So, the Vrock, this avian-like creature, has sort of started rushing towards your group, and as it does so, releases the screech as it eyes only Fiddle, but the vibrations echo in the space around you. It is stunned Fiddle with how it's just overcome and shocked the system. As Dolar, you are the first to act here.
Alright, so I'm gonna rush in, and then we're gonna attack it with the Ickle Stick.
Yeah, go for it.
And does a 16 hit?
A 16 will hit our Vrock.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that damage and then pump a stunning strike into that. That's a DC 17 con save.
Alrighty. It fails with a natural 1.
Nice. All right. So I'm
Nice.
gonna continue attacking with advantage. That's gonna be a 24 for 14 damage, and then we're gonna flurry of blows, advantage. 19 for 11. Oops, let me roll that again. Let's see what we get. 19's still gonna be highest. Oh wait, no, 16.
16 will hit.
Sorry. Yep. For 9 more damage.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
It is the Tanaruk's go, and it is going to it's gonna make its way over to Dolar, dropping the chains and grabbing a great sword.
You can't move. Stunning strike, you failed.
It's the Tanaruk, not the Vrock.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, you're good. So the Tanaruk comes over, and draws the greatsword off of its back, having dropped the chains of the prisoners that it had grabbed, and it is going to swing its greatsword down at Dolar with a 24.
Is that with disadvantage?
21.
It still hits.
For 13 points of slashing damage.
Alright.
And then it's going to try and bite you with a 26
Okay, I'll let you
for 8 points of piercing damage.
do it. Okay.
And then it's going to be Fiddle's turn.
Can I get to a flank situation with any of the two that's attacking Solar?
You don't... I mean, you can, but you don't need a flank on the Vrock because it's stunned.
Oh, right. That's the... Yeah, let's get rid of that one.
Yeah,
It
go
already
for it.
hurts. I would like to go over there and try to hit it with my needle. Okay, that is 23 to hit for 11 points of piercing damage. 22 to hit for 8 points of piercing damage. And I'm gonna do Flurry of Blows as well. 12 misses, yeah?
The 12 does miss our rock.
Okay. My last attack is 25 to hit for a total of 14 points of bludgeoning damage. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. Our rock is starting to look pretty rough here. And with that, it is going to be Zardos, your turn.
Alright, let's see if we can finish off that Vrock. Because I... Thanks to getting to level 17, I have 4 shots of Eldritch Blast that I'll unleash. An 18.
You do have advantage against the rock because it's stunned.
Oh, okay. Still an 18.
An 18 still hits.
Nice. That's 13 force damage.
Alright.
Second shot will go toward it. With a 27.
For sure.
7 force. And then another 27. For 15 force.
That is the rock down.
I still got one more shot.
We've got a Tanaruk, a Babao, and a Maw Demon still on the playing field. As well as the
Let's
2 Order of the Strand members.
Do the Tanaruk
Alright.
with this last shot. That's a 13.
Unfortunately, a 13 does not hit our Tanaruk.
Okay. And since Dolar's in melee, I'll toss a Bardic his way.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
Dolar gets a Bardic. And with that, it is the Maw Demon's turn. And our Maw Demon is going to rush in at Zardos. And is going to try and vomit on you. If I could please get a dexterity save.
Ooh.
Sorry. That was the last thing I expected you to say.
You do succeed, so as this thing disgorges and you can see bits of bile and half-digested hands and fingers,
Ooh.
you don't have to worry about taking any damage here. Or any other horrible scenarios that could have come about. But, it is going to be, then the Babao's team turn, and our Babao is going to attempt 2 claw attacks at... Oh, I just realized that Fiddle wouldn't have been able to act because of the stunning. That's alright. That just affected the...
Oh, well, I'll be
Yeah.
stunned the next time.
Yeah. No, it's fine. We'll just have our Babao go after Fiddle. With a 20 to hit.
Yeah, got it.
That's 6 slashing damage and 3 acid. And then a 21 to hit
Yeah.
for 5 slashing and 2 acid. And then it is our abductors. One of them is going to move in front of the prisoners, hold steadfast those chains, make sure none of them get any funny ideas. The other one, however, is going to use a... He's going to grab hold of one of the prisoners, and you see as the figure begins to be drained of its life force here in a matter of moments and seconds as he uses the prisoner to gain a demonic boon. All right. So, with that, that is the leader's action as he looks at you all now with a focus in his system. He seems ready for the fight. And our good Captain Alira is going to send some assistance. And she's going to direct her soldiers towards the Babao demon. So there's the sound of crossbows being released as we get a few attacks towards it. That is unfortunately 2 misses, one coming very close to hitting, but just not quite there. But that's going to then bring us back to Dolar, your turn. You've got a Tunaruk right in your face. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna swing at it with my Yuko stick and try to stun it as well.
Yeah, go for it.
We've got a 22 to hit.
A 22 will hit our Tunaruk.
Alright, that's gonna be 18 damage with a stunning strike into it on a DC 17 con save.
That is a 23 on the con save.
Okay. Alright, that's one
I
down.
have a question for you, Geek.
Uh-huh.
Not that it matters with the 23, but are you adding your plus? You have the Dragon Belt of +3, right?
That Dragon Belt, canonically
+2?
is now... Hold on, it's canonically now just for decoration.
Oh, never
You,
mind.
you have
Okay.
to go back and read my stories to figure that out.
Okay, gotcha.
Alright, so the next swing is going to be a 23 to hit for a 14, and then we're going to do another stunning strike into that.
Yeah, like statistically, he can't win all of them, right?
Yeah, right.
That's a 19 on his con save.
Dang it. Okay, I guess I can.
Do you do anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I have bonus action left.
All right, go for it.
Flurry of blows. Let's go ahead and get that one out of the way too. Another 23 to hit
That hits.
for 9 damage, and then a 13 hit.
Unfortunately, a 13 just misses.
Okay, all right, then that's the end of my turn.
All right. We've got our Tunaruk going, and he is going to again swing that greatsword down on Dolar.
Yeah.
He misses with a 10, but he is going to try and bite you.
Okay.
Which also misses with a 10. You're safe this turn. Fiddle, we come to your turn. You've got the Babao right in front of you.
Okay, if I swing over to be in flank with Dolar, am I getting out of its reach, Baba's reach?
You would be provoking an attack of opportunity.
Okay, I don't want to do that. As a bonus action, I would like to do a Trustonic Cry,
Okay.
and I would like to go ahead and try to hit Boba.
Alright, yeah, go for it.
That is going to be 27 to hit.
Yeah.
For total of 14 points of piercing damage. And
Beautiful.
I'm gonna go ahead. And then let's see. I'm gonna do actually try to do stunning strike. Can it please make me a stunning strike con saving DC of 16?
It does succeed on the save with a 22.
Don't like it. Hold, please.
these. Let's see. I'm gonna try to go ahead and hit it with needle again. Okay, that's 29 to hit for total of 11 points of piercing damage. Can you make me a con save again?
For sure. Statistically, how often can they succeed? That is a 19 on the save.
Okay. Everything is fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. I'm going to go ahead and do Flurry of Blows.
You can't. You used your bonus action at the start of your turn. Draconic Cry.
Yes, I did. I would like to cry as I'm now in a danger. Okay, that is the end of my turn, please.
Alright, Zardos, it is your turn. I will say that your Maw Demon was also caught in the Draconic Cry, so you have advantage against attacks. Or advantage on attacks against it.
Cool. Sorry, I'm still trying not to laugh. Can I have it make a Wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Yeah, totally.
I will attempt to cast Dissonant Whispers at 2nd level.
That is an 18 on the save.
Just fails. So 12 points of psychic damage, and it's got to use its reaction to move its full distance away from me.
Cool. It starts to waddle away from you.
And I just look down at the vomit and go, ugh.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
With that, it is our Maw Demon's turn. And it comes running back towards you and is going to try and bite you. You see the whole of its body sort of open up as it tries to chomp down on your leg.
Okay.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
That will be for 14 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, okay.
And with that, it is the end of its turn. It comes to our Bao, and our Bao is going to... It's gonna take a claw attack at Fiddle. With a natural 20 to hit.
As the silvery barbs.
That is a second natural 20. But you get to add that, you get to give someone initiative, or advantage.
I'll give it to myself.
Alright, Zardos has advantage on the next d20 roll. And Fiddle, that is going to be 9 slashing damage and 7 acid. And then I need a Constitution saving throw from Fiddle, as the eyes glaze as it looks at you. Oh, you're fine. Nothing else happens. Our leader, the abductor here, is going to take 2 attacks. And he will do so at Dolar.
Yep.
That is a 21 to hit on the first one.
Yeah, that hit.
7 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then I do believe that a 13 will miss against you.
Correct.
So you are fine. That's it for their turn. Our small army here is going to take their attacks. This turn, they will focus on the Maw Demon once more. NPCs, please roll well. That's 2 misses. Dolar, we come to your turn.
Yeah.
The Tanaruk in front of you was also caught in Fiddle's Draconic Cry, so attack rolls against it are at advantage.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just keep attacking that then.
Yeah, go for it.
Advantageous roll. Oh, 15.
A 15 hits our Tanaruk.
Oof. That was a terrible roll. A 1 and a 2. 19 damage on that one.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Roll second one with advantage. 23
Definitely hits.
for 15 damage. And arm strike. 29 for 15 damage. And then the second strike, 21 for 16 damage.
The Tanaruk goes down.
Oof. And stay down.
Alright. Fiddle, we come to your turn. You've got the Babao still in front of you. Oh, did we lose Fiddle?
I muted myself. I would like to go ahead and use my bonus action for Draconic Cry.
Okay.
Try to hit it with my needle. That is 27 to hit for total 14 points of piercing damage. Oh, 16 hit.
16 just hits the Babao.
Wow. Needs to go 9 points of piercing damage, and that is the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Zardos, we come to your turn. What would you like to do?
I'd like to firebolt the Mon Demon in front of me. And because I have advantage from the silvery barbs, it'll cancel out the disadvantage.
This is correct.
Just a flat roll. How about a gentleman's 20?
A gentleman's 20 will hit.
19 points of fire damage.
You realize that our demon is resistant to fire.
Should have realized that. Still takes damage though.
Does still take damage. And is looking pretty bad here. Do you do anything else on your turn?
Bonus action I can take. No. I'll just remind Dolar he still has a bardic that he hasn't used yet.
Alright.
Okay.
As you remind Dolar of the Bardic, it is our Maw Demon's turn. It does not get its vomit back, but you can hear its stomach gargling as it tries, but it again just opens its entire body to try and bite you. With a 16.
Oh man, yeah, that hits.
That'll be for 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Our Babao does not like what has happened here and is going to take 2 more claw attacks into Fiddle. The 11 misses. But that is a 14 to hit.
17 AC.
Alright, then you are safe for now. The abductor is going to what does he want to do? He's going to grab from his waist a sickle. This blade seems to radiate some sort of shadowy energy and is going to make his way over to Dolar. His first attack is a gentleman's 20 to hit.
Meets it, beats it, yep.
Alright. That'll be for 8 slashing damage and 6 necrotic. And then he'll make his second attack, which is going to miss with a 16. So, that is...
Necrotic and poison, 2 different things?
Necrotic and poison are 2 different things, yeah.
Okay, just checking.
You're good. Our NPCs... I'm gonna try and get into the action again. try being our operative word here.
Mm-hmm.
They attempt to take shots at the Babao. And while one of the attacks misses, the other one will hit. Let's go. And does pretty decent damage. Hell yeah. With that, it is Dolar, your turn. You've got this leader in your face. What would you like to do?
Any advantage attacks on him at this point?
No.
Okay. All right.
With
we'll
the
just-
draconic cry, it is too far.
He was too
30
far.
to hit.
30 will hit.
Okay. For 10 damage.
Beautiful.
Will a 23 hit?
23 hits.
Okay. For another 12 damage. And then, yeah, we sub key points. Bonus action flurry. 12 probably won't hit.
12 does not hit, unfortunately.
And then a nat 20 does, though.
The nat 20 will, and I will say that you do have your bardic you can add to that 12 to try and see if that will hit.
What's that? D what?
Believe it.
D10.
D10. Yep.
9 more?
Yeah, so a 21 will hit this guy.
Okay, cool. Then an extra 9 damage.
8 plus 9. Yeah. This guy's looking pretty rough. Still in a fighting condition, but a few rounds with you, and he might not be. It is Fiddle, your turn. You've got the bow in front of you still. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna go bye-bye. Okay, I'm gonna try to hit it with my needle. Oh, and it misses with a natural 1.
That is unfortunately a miss.
And I hit it with a nat 20.
That will hit.
Okay, that is 21 to piercing damage.
Okay.
And I would like to go ahead and use key point here to do a flurry of bows.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes. Okay, natural 1. That's fantastic.
Good thing you've got that second one,
kick
right?
Is... Huh?
I said, good thing you had that second one and then saw
Yeah.
what happened.
It was 2. Yeah, it's better than the 1, right?
It is better than a 1. You got
Yeah,
2 ones
okay.
there.
That's the end of my turn.
Alright, our Babao's looking really, really rough here, but still standing. As Zardos, we come to your turn. You've got the Maw Demon, the Babao, and the Abductors. What would you like to do?
You said the Maw Demon's looking rough, right?
Yeah, Maw Demon's looking rough,
Sure.
Babao's looking rough, our Abductor looking beat up, but not really rough.
I'll draw my rapier and try and hit the Maw Demon in front of me.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm positive a 12's going to miss.
The 12 just misses on our Maw Demon.
And I will not burn my last luck point. here,
Alright,
so that will be my turn.
okay. The Maw Demon comes up next. The stomach still bubbles. No vomit comes out. It does try to bite you, but I believe a 10 misses. The
Yep.
Babao is going to try and slash at Fiddle. Anger in its face. The 8 misses, but the gentleman's 20 will hit. That is 6 slashing damage and 2 acid.
Okay.
And then we have our Abductor, toe to toe with Dolar, swinging his sickle once again. That is going to be a 26 to hit
Yeah, that hit.
for 3 slashing and 4 necrotic.
Okay.
And then his next attack is a 23 to hit.
Yep.
And then that will be for 3 slashing, and 6 necrotic. Our militia figures are going to send in some swordsmen. 1 to the Babao, 1 to the Maw Demon. That is going to hit the Babao. That is going to hit the Maw Demon. And that will be as much damage as they do. The Maw Demon explodes in bile. Not enough to coat anyone, so no dex saves needed, but Maw Demon goes down. And so too does the Babao. No explosion. Just leaving our 2 abductors here. As we come then to Dolar's turn.
We have the abductors, and that's it.
Yeah, the one that you have fighting you, and then the one that's maintaining the prisoners.
Okay, I'll just keep attacking the ones on me.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, 16?
A 16 just hits.
Okay, cool. Just gonna go with 18 damage.
Ooh, lovely.
Dirty 20 for another 11 damage.
He's dead.
Alright. Can I flank with someone else on the other abductor?
No one's in melee of that guy yet.
Okay, well then I'll get melee and open flank for flurry. Does a 14 hit?
14 unfortunately misses.
Does a... Yeah, that'll hit, not 20.
Natural 20 definitely hits.
For that damage.
That'll be 2, 12, 14, 18 points of damage. Beautiful. Alright. With that, it is going to be Fiddle's turn. However, we will have to come to Fiddle's turn after our upcoming ad break. So please hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our story. Before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They help us out a ton here at Little Witch RP. They help keep our games affordable. Another way to help keep our games affordable is making donations to my Ko-fi. Link for that's on screen and in our chat room. These donations will also unlock awesome perks for the entire community. Perks that benefit everyone who play with us for the next month. They do include special companions, double treasure, and even new quests. So check us out on Discord to see the full list. And we will see you guys very soon. All right, we're back in action, and it is going to be Fiddle's turn. Fiddle, what would you like to do?
Can I go to the one that Dolar's attacking and flank?
You can close a flank.
That is fantastic. That is natural 20 to hit. That is going to be 20 points of piercing damage. That is 26 hit for psychic damage, 7 points of piercing. And this is brand new one, right? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use Flurry of Blows. 22 to hit for 6 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
18 to hit for 15 points of bludgeoning.
Alrighty, our buddy boy here is looking pretty rough.
Nice.
As Fiddle, your turn comes to an end, and
Yep.
Zardos will come to your turn.
Fire a ray of frost at him.
Yeah, go for it.
About a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
11 cold damage.
With 11 cold damage, this figure falls to the ground. And as he does so, Fiddle and Dolar, you are the closest one here, so you can hear the weakened breath as this man hits the ground. You're too late. Balaros, listen. Become a god. And bring war to Valinara. And that is the last thing this man says before he perishes. But you have saved all the other figures here. You see that the militia goes quickly into releasing them of their chains.
Gyarados,
Mm-hmm.
this guy, as he was dying, said your dad is going to try to ascend.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't think I like your dad.
Join the party.
Real Father of the Year award right there.
Yo. Alright, let's keep going.
You don't want to ask the prisoners if they overheard any important
Oh,
information.
yeah! I think that's
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
So, as you are able to tend to the wounds, as the prisoners are freed, you are able to ask them important, or if they have any information they can share, and they do share some information. Black Strand loyalists are gathering victims for sacrifice to the entities that exist within the abyss, demonic entities. And they do this in exchange for power and demonic servants. They serve Belaros of Shadowspire, who has claimed dominion over this city and threatened to destroy anyone opposing him. No one has heard any news of the Queen or of Elric. Amongst the prisoners here is a priest who gives information of the conjurers of the Black Strand. They invoke the name Anzuel in their incantations. He is confused, as the Demon Lord has always been regarded as myth among priesthood. The stories of his involvement in the War of Dominion are treated as allegorical rather than truth. Go ahead, anyone who would like to roll a history check here is welcome to do so.
Oh, man. My checks have been
And it's
in the-
really
in
just
the
like your
toilet.
history checks too. Like, ugh,
History, Arcana, religion. Yeah,
anything
no.
with the intelligence. Ugh.
I know it's all +0.
Dollar's brain turned off for the night.
Yeah. One too many hits to the head.
Zardos and Fiddle. You recall the tablet that was stolen is an Anzurian codex. The magic and demons, almost certainly the result of Belros's attempts to use it to his advantage. Amongst all of this, the surviving prisoners are able to tell you that many of Black Strand's own forces were killed in the fighting. Most of them now employ demons to do their fighting and kidnapping of prisoners. With the way somewhat clear and their wounds tended, the prisoners are directed back to the barracks to
Connor.
find
That was me. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
safety amongst the refuge there. But you all still have your way forward. The palace lies ahead. Outside of the palace, as you reach the outer walls, that malevolent and pervasive feeling, the oppressive watching, it is the most intense you have felt it since entering into the city. The royal palace of Ariandel is much more commonly known as the House of the Stag, and where it was once a shining beacon of all that Ariandel stood for: prosperity, wisdom, peace. Now it stands and emanates darkness like some infected, beating heart. The influence of evil pulsing from its walls, seeping and dripping like venom. You notice, of course, the purple or black glow of abyssal magic. It seems almost as if the structure itself has been tainted by the corruption that festers within, as tendrils of shadow and smoky veins crawl over not just the surfaces of the estate, but the grounds that lead up to it. Any thoughts as you see this perversion of nobility as you stand outside its gates?
Is
Uh,
Alfred? No, sorry, go ahead.
see a little. I want to say a little. You see a little more. And this time, it's visible anger on Zardos' face compared to what was seen in the barracks. It's obvious this time.
Aldrich? Ulrich.
Elric.
Elric. This your home?
As he looks at the area. It was where I resided once, but not like this.
Yeah, I don't think I like the new decoration. You okay?
I will be.
Okay. I just pat his knee.
Sardos,
Mm-hmm.
something invades your mind. A familiar voice. Belrus permeates every corner with a dark and malevolent frustration. Once more, you dare interfere, even after I spared you the fate you deserve.
The speech from Gandalf.
Is that a message that it can be responded to?
One way to find out, but you do feel that something is watching you. It might be your father.
What you think? So sucks balls. If you look at it, diagnose it with that's the lot.
You realize I'm gonna kill you for what you did.
Mechanism. This girlfriend can't rationalize that while also
You do not need to fall to patricide. You could stand beside me, Sardos. Rule this city, rule this kingdom. Or you can run. You are always so good at running away from your problems.
He clenches his fist hard enough that you can hear some knuckles crack. I certainly won't be joining you by your side. But if you think I'm running, you've got another thing coming.
You should think the opportunities I'm presenting to you, Sardos. You are not the son that has too much of that weak human blood. The Codex has awakened something in you. You have been touched by the demonic entities within. You're not so different as I am. Violence is in our nature. We see what we desire, and we claim it.
Hey, bitch, I just met you. Fuck off.
Why should I listen to what you have to say after what everything you've done?
You feel the rage rather than hear it in the voice that comes through that link in your mind. Then you will share the fate of that foolish woman who sired you. I will rend soul from body. I will use your remains to fuel the rituals that will grant me my destined glory. And with that, you feel that connection in your mind snap.
That you'd see after like a moment or two, like angered enough that you see some teeth baring, and then he just lets out a very frustrated growl.
All right. Do any of you respond to the growl that Sardos releases?
Well, he's been talking in his head, right? Um, I just go, "Are you okay?"
father thinks he can taunt me out of here.
Oh,
Can I? Let's see. Can I do this to like unwilling things, creatures, people? Uh, do. Where is it?
You believe you're limited to telepathy is required for sight, and you do not have vision on this guy.
Well, no, the Zardos is like about to boil over, right?
Oh, yeah, no, if
I-
you want to try and, like, will some, calm energies into Zardos.
Yeah, that's what limited telepathy. That's what I'm trying
Yeah.
to do. Like send out the calm vibes.
Yeah, I would say that Zardos, as a player, you can deny the interaction, but you would feel where, like, Dolar is, and you would know that it's coming from Dolar. He's sending, like, these calm vibes to kind of help you.
As long as it understands at least one language, so there's no like barrier that keeps me from doing it.
Yeah.
Unless the player absolutely doesn't want it.
Right.
Thankfully, since I can't see him with my father, I mean, rage doesn't do me any good in this situation. So it does help.
Then you are,
A mental there.
yeah.
I go over to Zardos and kind of pull on his pants. I have this if you want to take it. I think it may help you, the next thing. And I pass you a potion of heroism. Not only does it give you 10 temporary hit points, but it gives you a bless spell with no concentration spell required for an hour.
Add that to my inventory. I'm sure it'll come in handy. I'll place it in my bag of holding.
So you press onwards, and you come to the courtyard. And it is within here that you see the aftermath of terrible battles. The initial one, when Belarus came into the palace. More where the defenders of the city fought back against the hordes of demonic entities. And you would see the blackened blood and the corrosive magic that lingers on the stones. The remains, the dead in dust and debris, humanoid and demonic alike, unified in their silent deaths. The shattered barricades, the collapsed stables, the guards' barracks, crushed, trampled gardens, and scorch marks. You see from the gates that you enter in the broken great doors of the main hall, hanging useless and crooked from their hinges. A grim light flickers within the shadows of this area, offering an unnatural and eerie visage of the heart of the kingdom. If anyone would like to roll either an Arcana or a Perception check here, the two do give different information. Everyone goes for Perception. Okay.
Yeah. What I'm best.
Dolar's not touching Arcana.
No, definitely not.
No, but you've got other people who could. As you guys look in the distance, you see even from the gates, and despite the smoke and haze, the battles, that there are members of the Black Strand assembled in the Great Hall. They are ready to defend against any incursion. Elric will go ahead and make that Arcana check. And he will point out areas of force and fire magic. Whatever spellcasters you go against are capable of both. As you reach the courtyard. Captain Alira will direct her troops to assist the royal guards and secure these grounds. There is a figure here, a gnoll, rugged, with a stern demeanor, his fur mottled with streaks of gray. He shows signs of age and battles fought in service to Arendelle. He recognizes Elric, as you would notice on his armor the insignia of the Royal Guard. As he approaches, thanking Alira in passing for the assistance, he makes his way over to Elric and, of course, the rest of you. I am Commander Voltres. It's good to see you, Prince. And perhaps you will be king if the Queen does not make herself known. And then he nods to the rest of you as well.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander, though I wish it were under better circumstances.
He nods. And then we'll go into a recap of the recent fighting. It has caused that many of Belarus's forces withdrawing into the palace. There are developments created here for Voltres to launch a counterattack. He was successful in driving them into the castle. Go ahead, anyone who would like to roll for me an Arcana or an Insight check here. Okay. All of you are able to understand that this is one victory. But despite it, Belrose will emerge again, with greater powers from his demonic benefactors. You need to act quickly to defeat him once and for all.
She goes, I want to express my gratitude to you. I see the way that she says that, and it sounds like she brought this to him. Thank you for giving me that. Yeah, she used sort of the water. Well,
So, what do you do with this information? Do you try and work with Voltres to push forward?
I would say so.
Okay.
Dillard looks to Zardos as, I mean, like, I'm here to support whatever decision you make. I will be there till the fighting end.
Yeah, same for me.
All right. Then Voltres will work with Alira. The remaining forces of the Royal Guards and the militia that Alira has brought forth will be enough as they wait for you ready. They will cover your progression into the house. You will be able to run right in, should the plan go accordingly. So, with that, you give the sign that you're ready. And the fight breaks out. You rush through, only focusing on getting into the keep, only focusing on finding Belrus. And what you find is that Belrus has already transformed this place into a domain of wickedry. Overwhelming dread flows from every orifice. Everything that you see seems ruined, perverted, corrupted. You see, as you rush through, that not far from the open doorway that the Black Strand has erected barricades of rubble and broken weapon. Nearly 36 of its soldiers stand ready to defend against the dark procession. That's not the one thing that catches your worst fears. At the center of the room pulses this churning maelstrom of violet and crimson and pitch and purple. A once grand hall now is darkened by this deathly and malevolent storm that is overseen by several figures. They seem to be Black Strand, perhaps high-ranking, maybe even those of Belrus's inner circle, as well as this grotesque and demonic abomination. You see the lower half is some predatory black widow spider, and the torso is similar to a drake. If anyone would like to roll either an insight or arcana check here. You all are able to recognize that the demon is the one leading the ritual, instructing the others to etch sigils upon the floor, casting spells upon the storm. As you are noticing all of this, you would also see the arcane and demonic sigils all across the floor. The atmosphere here charged with dark magic, glimmers of light drifting out of the shadow, tethered by the tyrannical demonic magics, are the souls of the damned. You see that these tethers binding to the center of the room by very translucent and ethereal threads. They appear for just moments. They emanate from that maelstrom in the center of the hall. And you recognize the sigils here. They match that of what you've seen on and left by the tablet. Its influence visible quite clearly. And you see that it rests on the far side of the main hall near the throne. And that throne of Ariandel, well beyond this gateway into the abyss, is held by a disfigured and hideous platform of corpses. Belrus stands beside the Anzurian Codex. He chants arcane phrases, gestures somatic components to his ritual. He has cast off his noble attire and now wears the garments of a battle mage. And near this churning magic, the demon turns away from the ritual to welcome the newest arrivals.
Practice. You'll get your numbers will go up as you practice and try.
As you push forward, and everything again, it's happening in like slow motion as the assault is being rushed in. Go ahead, roll for me as you look at this amalgamation of giant spider and draconic existence, skeletal wings. To roll for me perception, arcana, and religion. Or religion. Sorry, one of those three. To see what else you can notice of this creature. Zardos.
Hmm.
Your eyes, as you take in the entirety of this creature, land on not what it is, but what it carries. There is, around its neck, a large abyssal icon, the runes glowing faintly. It marks him as a conjurer of great power that is bound to the deepest horrors of the abyss.
Do I have time to share that info?
I would say so.
Okay, I'll do that.
I would say that sharing of the info will prompt another roll if anyone would like to roll either a religion or arcana check.
Rolled over from 20.
Oh no! It
No!
was on a 20 and it
Oh,
rolled
no!
over.
You were so close!
I know.
Sardos. You quickly judge by the runes upon this harness, the way that he holds the Exigloran icon. The demon, this mage, is likely some sort of summoner. It seems that he has conspired with Belros, or has been bound to serve him. No matter. He is the one in charge of that portal into the abyss. You can see the flow of dark energies rising up, flowing to the tablet on the pedestal. If you disrupt this ritual, this entity, it may be that moment to break Belros, to get that opening you need. And as you have this thought, Belros's voice echoes throughout the area. You all hear him. My son proved that he carries my blood. It is a gift of greatness. He destroys the demonic host and yet leaves death in his wake, showing the true ferocity of Shadowspire. But it will not save him, nor his friends. I will ensure that the pain he endures is exemplary, to discourage all who might oppose me. Their souls will be tattered shreds that drift, cursed and wretched, mere dust between the veils. Such is the fate of all who try to hinder my glorious ascension, including his mother.
We all heard this, right?
Yes.
And I look over at Zardos' face as I mention of his mama.
Like, dude, are you even expecting right now? Like, you're
It's almost like twisted anger. He said, if I disrupt this, we can possibly get an opening.
That's what
Okay.
you would know.
Ready when you are.
I just want to figure out what I want to do here.
I would say that as this is happening, you would notice that entity, the spider and drake-like creature, is very much salivating, looking at you all, hearing the almost encouragement of violence against you from Belros. It seems that he is eager for a potential fight.
I'm not saying he's wrong, but he will reach a point where he must.
He's not thinking clearly, so he's gonna cast. Wait, before I do it, how far away is this entity?
The demonic entity, I would say, is about 30 feet away. And just, like, barely restraining itself from lunging at you all.
Well, he's not a dick.
I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Yeah.
Alright. Heck yeah.
That's a con save, and I am casting this at 4th level.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. He's good at con. Does he have... He does not. Cool. Alright. He's good at con. That is a bad roll. So he is going to, right off the bat, use a legendary resistance. Unfortunately for him, his summoners do not have that same capability. So go ahead, roll that damage.
So that is 28 points of thunder damage.
So the cultists that he was directing will drop here, but you definitely have his attention. So he succeeds on the save and takes half damage as we are going to roll initiatives. Oh no, we may have some tech issues going on here.
Oh, okay.
Hey, there you are.
You cut out like towards the last part of that sentence. I was like, uh-oh. I couldn't tell if it was like me going out or you going out or what.
I don't know, but we are rolling initiatives here.
Okay. I didn't hear that part. Okay.
Yeah, good initiative. Let's go.
Let's go. Alright. So, that is going to be... Zardos first. Then... Fiddle. Morthars, the Soul Shifter. And then Dolar.
Yeah.
So, with that, it is going to be Zardos. You cast the Shatter. You've knocked out the summoners that were with him, as well as you've noticed some of the shards on the ground spark, as if they have taken some damage. Doesn't seem enough to destroy them completely, but something to keep in mind, as you now see Morthoj, his eyes alight with the possibility of an actual fight here. What would you like to do?
So you said he's about 30 feet away?
He is about 30 feet away.
Okay. I will... Yo, why don't we blast him? Eldritch Blast. Why not? I got 4 shots.
Yeah, why not?
28.
Yeah, that'll hit.
12 force damage.
Beautiful.
13.
13 misses.
Okay. A 25.
That'll hit.
Oh, that was on full damage. Come on. 9 points of force.
Lovely.
And then a 26.
Alright, that hits.
For 6 force damage.
Beautiful. Alright.
Can't
Anything
believe I have
else?
no bonus action.
Alright. Fiddle, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Can I get up to this entity?
Do you have more than 30 feet of movement?
I have total of 50 feet of movement.
Then yeah.
I would like to go and say hi. I would like to go ahead and, as a bonus action, do the chronic cry.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I would like to go ahead and see if I can hit it with my needle. That is 26 to hit for total of 11 points of damage.
Yeah.
That is 14 misses.
14's gonna miss.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do unarmed strike.
You used your bonus action.
Yes, I did. May I end my turn?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, thank you.
Great. So, Fiddle ends his turn right there in front of Morthaz, who is going to do a soul drain here, or at least attempt to.
Oh, that does not sound good. What do you need?
You don't have to worry about anything just quite yet.
Okay.
The first thing that's gonna happen here, that's gonna be a 21 to hit
Okay.
for 22 points of necrotic damage. And I need
Okay.
a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 21.
21. You're fine. Don't worry about anything else.
Oh, okay.
But that's his first attack, as he's able to do a soul drain, and then he's going to substitute, or not a substitute, then he's going to take his next action to slash out with a claw at you. And I do believe that a 29 is going to hit.
That's to me, right?
That's to you.
Okay.
That is 9 slashing damage and 9 necrotic.
Okay.
Dolar,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Okay, can I get into flank with Fiddle?
You can!
Alright, let's go ahead and start slashing.
Oh, I totally forgot to do that. Get that in on the next round.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, Dirty 20's gonna hit.
Alright. Oh, that was almost max damage. 14. Second slash is gonna be 27 for 10 damage. Go ahead and do a flurry. Yep. They're natural 20
Beautiful.
for that.
9, 12,
And
21,
while you're adding
25.
that up, I'll do another roll
Yeah, go for it.
for 19.
19 hits.
5 damage.
Alright. Not as great on that last hit, but you definitely do a solid amount of damage here. As Zolar's turn comes to an end, we come to the top of the round, and we should have had this go first, actually. We do have a layer action here.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we've got layer actions going on. We're gonna get a necrotic beam. And this is gonna come at Dolar. So if Dolar could make me a dexterity saving throw here, please.
Oh, those are my specialty. Not on a 5, it's not.
That is unfortunately a failure. That'll be 33 points of necrotic damage, but because of your evasion, you get to take half.
Half, yeah, 15.
16, 32.
Oh, 16, sorry.
But that's it for the layer. Zardos, your turn.
Okay. What to do, what to do, what to do.
The outcome was excitedly blue. No theater nerds? Okay.
Unfortunately not.
That's okay.
Ah, man, what do I want to do here? I'll blast him 4 more times. Why not?
Yeah, why not? What harm could it do?
A 23,
Yeah, that hits.
12 force,
Beautiful.
ooh, a 19
19 hits.
for 8 force damage,
Lovely, lovely.
a 28,
28 hits.
another 8, and a 22
Beautiful.
for 7 force.
I just realized, because this is before Fiddle's turn, all of those would have been at advantage if you want to roll quick 40-20s to see if you got any nat 20s there.
Sure.
Yeah, why not a little crit fish?
Nope.
Alright, well, they all hit anyway, so. Fiddle! It's your turn!
Yeah.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Bonus action, because Dolar's probably going to need it here. I'll give a Bardic to Dolar.
Toller
That's a
gets
bonus action.
a Bardic.
And that is my thing.
Alright, Fiddle, we come to your turn. You are in a flank with Dolar.
That is fantastic. I would like to use my action to go ahead and, where is it? I just passed by. Wholeness of the body and regain 36 hit points
Alright.
because you hit me hard.
Almost
And
like this
as a
guy's a
bonus
big
action,
deal.
I would like to whine and whimper, and then at the end of my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is Morthos's turn, and this time he turns to look back at Dolar. And
Oh.
Dolar is going to be the target of his soul drain this turn. With a 20 to hit,
Yeah, meets it, beats it.
meets it, beats it. That will be for... Oh, I rolled not enough dice.
No.
20 points necrotic damage. And then
Okay.
I do need a constitution saving throw.
27.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry about anything else. But he is going to try and bite you.
Okay.
With a 22 to hit.
Yep.
That'll be for 14
Cool.
piercing and 9 necrotic.
So 23?
23 total.
Yeesh.
And then it is Dolar's turn. You are still in a flank with Fiddle.
Yep. Let's attack.
Go.
Natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Those have been coming in clutch. That damage.
Alright, that'll be 21 and 7, 28.
27.
That'll hit.
Or 9 damage. And then a flurry.
Yeah, go for it.
24 for. Oh, come on. Gotta get better rolls than that. And 22 for 11.
Morthos is looking rough. You guys are packing some heavy punches here.
You're welcome.
At the end of Dolar's turn, top of the round, our lair, webs begin to appear in the space surrounding Morthos, creating this 20-foot area of difficult terrain. And Sardos, it comes to your turn.
Okay. Okay, what do I want to do here?
What do you want to do?
Well, let's see if I can't distract him enough. I'd like to do a vicious mockery. So can I get a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, for sure. That is going to be a 20 on the wisdom save.
Yep, he saves, and it's a save or suck.
That is a save or suck. Fiddle. You come to your turn.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine. I am going to go ahead and.
You're still in a
try-
flank.
Yep. Okay. With the needle,
Go for it.
25 to hit
Hits.
for a total of 11 points of damage. Can you make me a con save of 16?
Yeah, totally. That is a 27.
Okay. 219 for 29 to hit. For a total of 14 points of damage. Can you make me another con save of 16, but fail this time, maybe?
That is a 19 this time.
God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna use Flurry of Bows.
Yeah, go for it. You got this.
Yeah. I believe in myself. Oh, okay, 22 to hit for 11 points of damage. You know what? I mean, this is our last fight, right? Okay, another con save.
That is a 17 this turn. He's going down.
Oh, you bitch. It's okay, 23 to hit
23 hits.
for a total of, oh, that was almost a 10. 7 points of damage, and yeah, okay, do it.
One more.
Con save.
He is very good at con saves,
What?
but he only gets a 13 this turn,
Good.
which means he is stunned and cannot take his action as his turn comes right after Fiddles.
That's freaking fantastic.
Dolar.
Yeah.
It's your turn. You've got a stunned entity right in between you and Fiddle. What do you want to do?
I want to hit it a lot.
Go for it.
No, like automatic crits, is it?
Unfortunately, that's not on a stun. But if you could get him paralyzed,
How would I get him paralyzed?
have an ability to get some paralyzed.
I don't. Unless I can double stun him. What would that paralyze
Unfortunately,
him?
that would not paralyze him.
Okay. Do I have anything in my inventory that would do that? I don't think so. Potion of poison? No, I wouldn't paralyze him. No. Okay. Well, I'll just flash him a lot.
Yeah, go for it.
With a 28. Alright. 19 damage on that. Whoops. Let's roll that again. Let's do it. 29. The second one. For 12. And flurry. Add advantage. Oh, there's another almost 20. 24. 11. And last one. Oh, that was almost double. Oh, it is double that 20s. Look at that.
Double
Double
natural
that 20.
20s.
Go ahead and paralyze that.
Screenshot that right there.
I'm going to tell you that no matter what you roll, you get to paint a picture here with the double nat 20.
Yeah.
Was he on the ground when we were doing this?
He was not prone, but he was standing on the ground, yes.
Okay, so we just like slash once across his chest, X slash down the middle, and then we come up and like even though these are blows, we're just gonna like take our hands and like gouge them into where the X was, and just like pull the chest apart.
As the innards of demonic energy just fall to the ground with a wet thud, the energies of the ritual collapse in the background, imploding on itself, this cascade of riotous, violent energy. As the ritual fails, The energy that it has and was sending to the tablet crashes along a jagged path of lightning connected to Morthaz's ritual. The barrier around Belros bursts, shatters, fire begins to erupt in the space. He is knocked to the ground. But in a moment of unbridled anger, he focuses his gaze, furious, upon Zardos. A snarl as he climbs to his feet, ready for battle. And pauses. His eyes turn slowly off to the side as he sets his gaze upon Elric. And with a growl, Belros launches himself, using demonic powers that you have never seen before. A rippling cloud of ash and glowing embers as he collides with Elric, driving the young man's body outwards, multiple tens of feet, all the way into the courtyard. Go ahead. Roll for me perception checks here real quick.
Oh, not 20.
Is that like 6 tonight?
Yeah, something like that.
As you all see between the... As you rush out, of course, you would all see the remnants of a fading gateway, the swirling dust and debris of hurled spiral flames and burned veil dust. Go ahead, roll for me Arcana checks as well.
Yep, there it is.
You recognize, all of you, a remnant of a teleportation spell, but Zardos, you catch more details with your 13. Belros has taken Elric into the abyss itself with that teleportation. And that is where we're going to end our session. So, I do want to say a quick thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys had fun with this. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. You can, in the meantime, head over to wieldwitch.com and check us out there. You can show support by making donations at my Ko-fi. You can join in our Discord to jump in a game yourself, or just keep up to date with our announcements. Follow us here on Twitch for all of our live streams, or head over to YouTube to catch our VODs. But as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.